Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. The ceasefire in Gaza is holding, with the slow release of hostages continuing. On Saturday, Hamas militants handed over 4 Israeli soldiers to the Red Cross after parading them before a crowd in Gaza City. In exchange, Israel released 200 Palestinian prisoners as part of the truce agreement. Crowds have gathered in both Tel Aviv and Gaza City, awaiting the second swap since the ceasefire began last weekend. The 4 released soldiers were captured in Hamas's October 7th attack, where more than 60 Israeli soldiers were killed. Israel's military says preparations are in place to provide medical care and reunite the hostages with their families once they arrive. President Donald Trump is holding off on tariffs and sanctions against Colombia after Colombian President Gustavo Petro agreed to the unrestricted acceptance of U.S. military flights deporting Colombian migrants, the White House announced. The agreement comes after a heated exchange between the two nations over Trump's mass deportation policy, which nearly escalated into a trade war. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said Colombia accepted all of President Trump's terms. And while the administration had fully drafted tariffs and sanctions, they will remain on hold as long as Colombia upholds the deal. In a dramatic late-night vote, the U.S. Senate confirmed Pete Hegseth as Defense Secretary. The vote came down to a 50-50 tie, with Republican Senators Mitch McConnell, Susan Collins, and Lisa Murkowski voting against him. Vice President J.D. Vance cast the tie-breaking vote, making Hegseth's confirmation official, the first time a vice president has broken a cabinet confirmation tie since 2017. Hegseth's nomination was highly controversial, with allegations of abusive behavior, public intoxication, and sexual assault, all of which he has denied. Now, Hegseth takes charge of the Defense Department, overseeing 2.1 million service members and an $850 billion budget. Meanwhile, Marco Rubio was easily confirmed as Secretary of State and John Ratcliffe as CIA Director. Kia America is recalling more than 80,000 Niro vehicles due to a wiring issue that could prevent airbags and seatbelts from working properly, or even cause unintended airbag deployment. The recalls affect 2023 to 2025 Niro EV, plug-in hybrid, and hybrid models. To fix the issue, dealers will inspect, replace, and reroute the floor wiring assembly as needed, and install protective covers, all at no cost to owners. Kia will begin notifying affected drivers by mail in March. The recall follows a similar one in November when Hyundai and Kia pulled over 208,000 EVs due to a charging defect that could lead to power loss on the road. Netflix announced last week that it will raise prices on most of its subscription tiers in the US and Canada following a record-breaking quarter, during which the streaming giant added 19 million new subscribers, bringing its global total to 302 million. The surge was largely driven by high-profile events, including the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul boxing match, which drew 108 million viewers, and 2 Christmas Day NFL games that averaged 30 million viewers each. As part of the price hike, the standard ad-free plan will rise from $15.49 to $17.99. The ad-supported tier will increase by $1 to $7.99, and the premium 4K plan will go up by $2 to $24.99. Thanks for watching Braintree Today. We'll be right back with more after the break.
Hi, I'm Tom Lyons, a retired captain from the Quincy Fire Department and the author of the book Fighting Fire, A Proactive Approach. Do you know that electrical failures are the 3rd leading cause of home fires? Cords and plugs led in this category, while extension cords dominated this category. To avoid these fires, plug heat-generated appliances directly into an outlet. Do not use power strips or extension cords on these appliances. Power strips are designed for use with electronics only. Do not put electrical cords underneath rugs or pinch behind furniture. Do not overload outlets. Charge laptops and phones on hard surfaces only. Finally, if an electrical device is not working as designed, it is time to repair it or replace it. Be conscious of your home environment and be safe, and thank you for doing so.
Welcome back. A 2-alarm fire tore through a home in Braintree on Saturday afternoon, leaving it a total loss. Firefighters responded to the blaze on Franklin Street just before 4 p.m. after flames broke out on the rear porch. Police urged residents to avoid the area near Franklin and Washington Streets as crews battled the fire. Fortunately, no injuries were reported, but investigators are still working to determine the cause. New England Patriots safety Jabril Peppers has been found not guilty of assault charges following a swift jury deliberation in Quincy District Court. Peppers was accused of choking and assaulting a woman at his Braintree apartment last fall, but denied the allegations when he took the stand. No visible injuries were presented as evidence, and the jury reached a verdict in under 30 minutes. Following the decision, Peppers expressed frustration over the accusations, saying they deeply impacted his reputation. His defense attorney emphasized Peppers' unwavering denial of the charges, while prosecutors acknowledged the jury's verdict. Peppers, who signed with the Patriots in 2022 and served as a team captain, was suspended for 5 games and missed 2 more last season due to the case. The Massachusetts Cultural Council is investing in local arts and culture, awarding over 740 grants totaling more than $1.85 million for festivals and community projects in fiscal year 2025. In Braintree, the Braintree Choral Society and the Chinese American Association were among the recipients. Officials say interest in the grants continues to grow, with 1,340 applications submitted this cycle. A council spokesperson called the demand a testament to the resilience of cultural organizers who bring inclusive and meaningful programs to their communities. Braintree District 5 Town Councilor Meredith Barrica is inviting residents to a Community Connections event on Wednesday, January 29th at 6:30 p.m. at their public library. Mayor Erin Joyce will join her to discuss projects in South Braintree Square and a new state law allowing in-law apartments on single-family lots. The event is aimed to provide information, answer questions, and for community engagement. Braintree will honor Justine Huang as the 2025 Martin Luther King Jr. Citizen of the Year at a celebration on Thursday, January 30th at 6:30 p.m. in Cahill Auditorium. The annual award recognizes individuals who embody Dr. King's legacy by fostering inclusivity in the community. Huang is being recognized for her work in the Chinese American Association of Braintree, where she promotes cultural exchange through events like the Lunar New Year celebration and Mid-Autumn Festival. She also supports Chinese-speaking residents and helps new residents get integrated into the community through educational sessions. All are invited to attend the event. Braintree Parks and Recreation is hosting a February vacation snow tubing trip to Blue Hills Ski Area on Tuesday, February 18th. The trip is open to kids ages 7 to 13 with a $35 fee covering tubing and round-trip transportation. The bus departs from 74 Pond Street at 5:15 p.m. and returns at 8:30 p.m. traffic permitting. Participants must be at least 42 inches tall, wear winter footwear, and have a signed waiver from a parent. Registration is now open. Thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. We'll be right back with more stories in the area.
Well, it may be winter, but there's always something going on at their public library. I'm here to share some library news and tell you about some of our upcoming events. Starting this month, the library has a new Museum Pass reservation system. The Friends of Thayer Public Library sponsor the Museum Pass program, allowing us to offer discount admission to 10 area museums such as the Children's Museum, the Museum of Science, the Isabella Stewart Gardner, and the Museum of Fine Arts, as well as other attractions such as the New England Aquarium, Zoo New England, Historic New England, and the Mass Parks Pass for free parking. Visit their publiclibrary.libcal.com/passes to reserve a discount museum pass online or call our reference desk for assistance. For those who prefer to stay home during the winter months, the library presents Author Hour in Massachusetts, a series of virtual author talks featuring some of the publishing industry's top trending writers in partnership with the Tewksbury Public Library. The webinars will all be held from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Zoom. Please visit our event calendar at theirpubliclibrary.libcal.com and search for Author Hour to see the complete list. Registration is required in order to receive the Zoom link. Register through the event calendar on our website, in person at the reference desk, or over the phone at 781-848-0405, extension 4417. And please spread the word that starting on January 25th, our English Conversation Circle will meet weekly on Saturday afternoon from 3 to 4 p.m. instead of on Thursday morning. And please save the date of Saturday, February 1st for the library's family celebration of Lunar New Year, 11 a.m. to 12 noon. For information about all the events at the library, visit theirpubliclibrary.org/events. Pick up a print calendar at the library or call the library at 781-848-0405 or email our reference desk at braintreema.gov.
Welcome back to Braintree Today. Now let's get right into more stories. Those on the South Shore may have felt some trembles and shakes as an earthquake hit southern Maine Monday morning. A 3.8 magnitude earthquake occurred in the area of York Harbor, Maine at approximately 10:22 a.m., according to the United States Geological Survey. While not destructive and fairly common in areas with more seismic activity like California, that's relatively large for the area. Last year, the Boston area felt shaking from a 4.8 magnitude earthquake centered in New Jersey. Red Line riders start preparing for another service disruption. Service on the southern portion of the Red Line will be suspended for 2 weekends in February as the MBTA works on signal upgrades. The closures will impact travel between JFK UMass and Braintree on February 8th and 9th and February 22nd and 23rd, but won't affect Valentine's Day plans. Free shuttle buses will run between affected stops, including North Quincy, Wollaston, Quincy Center, and Quincy Adams, while commuter rail lines serving the area will be fare-free. The MBTA says the upgrades will improve service reliability and safety. Similar service suspensions are also planned next month on the Orange, Green, and several commuter rail lines. School officials are investigating a Quincy High School varsity cheerleading coach for alleged violations of state and federal law. In a letter to the school community, Superintendent Kevin Mulvey said the coach is accused of providing alcohol and marijuana to students, sharing inappropriate images online, and breaching student confidentiality. The coach, who has not been identified, has been placed on administrative leave as the investigation continues. Mulvey thanked those who reported the allegations and assured the community that updates will be provided as more information becomes available. Firefighters battled a 3-alarm fire Sunday afternoon at a home on Arlington Street in Quincy. The fire broke out just after 4 p.m., prompting crews to call in additional resources. At this time, there's no word of any injuries, and the cause of the fire is under investigation. The Norfolk County Sheriff's Office, in partnership with the Municipal Police Training Committee, is organizing a blood drive on January 31st at 42 Thomas Patton Drive in Randolph. This community event runs from noon to 5 p.m. and offers a chance to help save lives by donating blood. To participate, register for a time slot by scanning the QR code or visiting redcrossblood.org. Thanks for watching Braintree Today. We'll be right back with more in entertainment. Welcome back to Braintree Today. This week in entertainment, we have 3 movie recommendations for you to watch. First, Flight Risk follows a U.S. Marshal who boards a small plane to transfer a government witness to New York. As they cross the Alaskan wilderness, tensions start to rise as not everyone on the flight is who they appear to be. The film stars Mark Wahlberg and Michelle Dockery. You can watch Flight Risk now in theaters. Up next, One of Them Days follows best friends and roommates Drew and Alyssa, who discover Alyssa's boyfriend has blown their rent money. The duo finds themselves going to extremes in a comical race against the clock to avoid eviction and keep their friendship intact. The film stars Keke Palmer and SZA. You can watch One of Them Days now in theaters. And finally, The Brutalist follows a visionary architect who, after escaping post-war Europe, comes to America to rebuild his life, his career, and his marriage. On his own, in a strange new country, he settles in Pennsylvania, where a wealthy and prominent industrialist recognizes his talent. The film stars Adrian Brody and Felicity Jones. You can watch The Brutalist now in theaters. That'll do it for news today. Remember, if you're a customer of Verizon, you can watch BCAM TV in high definition on channel 2128, and you can now see us in high definition on Comcast on channel 1073. I'm Martha Konstandinidis, and thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. We'll see you next time.